Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, please subscribe. Today we are going to discuss the very horror story of Mona. Mona had always been drawn to the supernatural and the occult. She spent most of her time reading about ghosts, demons, and other paranormal entities. One day, she stumbled upon an old mansion that was rumored to be haunted. The mansion had been abandoned for decades, and the locals avoided it, whispering tales of strange occurrences and unexplained sightings. Mona's curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to explore the mansion. As she stepped inside, she felt a chill run down her spine. The air was thick with dust and cobwebs hung from the chandeliers. She began to explore the mansion room by room, but soon she realized she was not alone. At first, she heard faint whispers and cracks, but soon she started to see shadowy figures lurking in the corners. Mona tried to shake off the feeling of unease, telling herself it was just her imagination. However, as she continued to explore, the presence grew stronger. She encountered a ghostly figure in a long, tattered dress who introduced herself as Elizabeth. Elizabeth told Mona that the mansion was once her home and she had died there under mysterious circumstances. Mona was both fascinated and terrified by the presence of Elizabeth. As the night wore on, more ghosts appeared. There was Thomas, a former owner of the mansion, who seemed kind but troubled. There was also a malevolent spirit named Malachi who seemed to take pleasure in Mona's fear. Mona tried to leave, but the doors were locked and the windows refused to budge. She was trapped. The ghosts began to close in on her, the whispers growing louder. Elizabeth, however, seemed different from other ghosts. She warned Mona about Malachi's intentions and tried to protect her. Mona began to trust Elizabeth, and together they tried to find a way out. As the night wore on, the ghosts grew stronger, and Mona felt herself becoming weaker. Malachi's presence became more aggressive, and Mona realized that she was in grave danger. In desperate bid to escape, Mona followed Elizabeth's guidance and found a hidden room deep within the mansion. Inside, she discovered a diary belonging to Elizabeth, which revealed the dark secrets of the mansion. The diary told the story of Elizabeth's tragic life and her untimely death. It also revealed that Malachi was a malevolent entity had been awakened by a dark ritual. The entity had been feeding on the fear and suffering of those who entered the mansion. Mona realized that she had to perform a ritual to banish Malachi and free the trapped spirits. With Elizabeth's guidance, Mona gathered the necessary items and performed the ritual. The atmosphere in the mansion began to shift and the ghost grew calmer. Malachi's presence began to fade and the doors unlocked. Mona and Elizabeth escaped the mansion, but as they stepped outside, Mona felt a chill run down her spine. Elizabeth's form began to fade, and Mona realized that she would never see her friend again. As Mona looked back, At the mansion, she saw the ghost disappearing into the night. Finally, at peace, she knew that she would never forget her terrifying encounter with ghosts of the mansion and the friendship she formed with Elizabeth. From that day on, Mona approached the supernatural with a newfound respect and caution. She realized that some secrets were better left unexplored, but she was grateful for the experience and friendship she found with Elizabeth, a ghost who had saved her life. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.